Hello, my name is Irvin Salcido. Today I'm going to explain how I did the coding for chemical reactions. Right now I'm going to proceed to open chemical reactions. So what I'm going to basically do is explain how the coding works and what the coding would do whenever we activate and set up everything. So right now it's loading. It's going to take a little bit longer because it has a lot of coding and has to do a lot of loading. So once it has loaded, I will go right now to the surface panel, which would be the setup button, the add silver nitrate button, and the copper strip. But there's a silver forever, which will be continue the coding to do it forever. So right now what I'm going to do is set up the acid, which will be setting it all up to the base, and then I'm going to add the silver nitrate, which will help the acid take over the copper from the copper strip. So once I put the copper strip, I'm going to press the forever and it will start removing every single part that is copper, and it's only going to leave metal parts that will not get dissolved because with the acid and silver nitrate. Because of this is because it has no reaction with it, and silver nitrate and acid are not strong enough to break up metal. So once this is done, there will be something left. Let me edit the camera. So once this is done, there will be nothing left but only a couple of triangles, which would be like the resist of the metal, which will not be affected by the acid and silver nitrate. So once all of this is over, nothing will be left, only these triangles and the acid. So now that this thing is done, let me stop it and let me go to the code. So here in the code, I have that when setup is first, clear the terrain, it will delete everything and set the clock to 0. The time that a box will be 20, the serial nitrate will be 20, and the number of copper atoms will be the put 20. The number of silver atoms deposited data box will be 0. And I will create 1000 water each do. It will set my shape to a water molecule, which my color will be color yellow, set my size to 1 and will scatter. Then my button, which will be when add copper strip first, it'll create one copper strip, which set my shape like it'll shape like a cube, set my color to red, set my size to 1, and set my coordinates negative 1, 25, 270. Then we repeat 50 times forward 1, create one copper again, and I set my coordinates to 0, 25. Then after that, we'll repeat 50 times again. Forward 1, create one copper strip, and set my coordinates again to 125. Then repeat 50 times again. Forward 1, create one copper strip, and it will delete everything. After that, it will set the number of copper atoms that a box will be counted copper within 200 steps. And at when at silver nitrate is pushed, you create 500 silver nitrate. Each will be set as a shape, be a pyramid, semi-colored to white, and no semi-space to white. They will scatter around, and when said silver nitrate data box will be counted silver nitrate. While forever is toggle the time in data box plot, which would be 20 set, and then the set of silver nitrate data box would be count to silver within 200. The set of number of silver atoms was counted within the count of silver within 200 steps, and the number of copper atoms that are box, which would be count copper within 200 steps, which would be the color red, which we will be counting the copper within 200 steps, which will be color gray, up to 2. And now we're going to proceed to go up to the totals section, which would be telling me the things, which would be almost nothing because I didn't put there. So I added another breed, which would be copper strip. I'll put the copper strip and it'd be silver nitrate, which would be the things the silver nitrate would do to a copper strip. So when in collision with silver nitrate, if my color it goes red, it create one silver each. Do set my color to gray. Set my shape to build in shape pyramid. Using a size to 1. Then they will delete the yellow agent to collide. They will set my color again to gray. It will create one silver. It will also create one silver each do would be the color gray, semi-shape, two building shape pyramid, semi-size, two, one, which will again delete agent collided, deleted. The next thing, which will be the silver nitride, which would do the effect on the forever bottom, which would be when forever is toggle left by random 1 to 25 degrees, right by random 1 to 25 degrees, forward 1. And then the water, which would be while forever is toggle left by random 1 degrees to 25 degrees, right by random 1 degree to 25 degrees, forward 1. And then the silver, which would be nothing, because I forgot to do the effect on the silver, but the silver will not be affected because it cannot be affected with acid or silver nitrate. And now what I would like to do is go up and prepare this again, which will again repeat what the process will be, which when I added the water or a acid, it will destroy the copper strip. So yeah, effects on the copper strip will be pretty much different than others. So whenever this happens, which will be the coating when setup is, first the water or acid will be added, then silver nitrate will be added, then the copper strip will be added. And that's how the coating set is when water is collided, the cube will turn gray, and then with the silver nitrate is collided, it will turn into a pyramid, which will be left with a strip of pyramid, which will be considered as silver, which will have no effect on nothing, neither water, acid, or silver nitrate. So this is it for my coating, which will be for chemical reactions. This is a chemical reaction, which will be with water, acid, or silver nitrate to a copper strip. So I appreciate it very much for you hearing me and seeing my video to the coding. I appreciate you very much, and I'd like for you to like it. Thank you.